Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with another reaction to the bonus content of the Wheel of Time. This one is for episode 6, and it is called An Ogier's Longing. So we were introduced to Ogiers 2 episodes ago, that of Loyal, and quickly becoming one of my favorite characters ever. He's just this amazing mixture of being super wise, super slow, and super sweet, and it just works for him. And obviously we haven't heard a lot about the whole Ogier race or what they're all about. We just basically have seen Loyal and kind of taken, I think, a lot based on the way that he looks and moves. But I mean, thanks to people in my comments, I have a little bit of background, and I'm thinking that this one is probably going to let us know a little bit more about potentially what Ogiers are about. But we see that in this past episode that Loyal has chosen to go with these guys on this journey, which is quite possibly a one-way trip, which seems impetuous. But hey, I mean, it sounds like they are thirsty for knowledge at all costs, so I'm not against it. And plus, I love his character, and I'm glad we get to keep him as far as this journey. I didn't think that we would have introduced him in the show unless he was sticking around, but still, you never know if he's just going to end up being one of those characters that pop in and out. I'm glad to see he's going to be part of the group because he's kind of invaluable. He's like literally a walking encyclopedia, and who doesn't need that? So we're going to get into this episode, but before I do, if this is your first time watching me, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you like this and will think about giving this a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. And if you really like it, you might hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, welcome back. And same for you. Hopefully you'll hit that subscribe button too and join us on our journey to 10K. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the mini episode right about now.
It is indeed the very rare and unusual Ogier who will decide to leave their steading home.
I love this voice. Who is this?
We Ogier wandered lost in search of our steadings.
Oh. They were scattered?
It was then that Ogier began to succumb to the longing.
What's the longing?
Point of death.
Oh. Do they need to have a home?
Even after finding our steadings once again, we Ogier continue to be bound to our homes.
Why? Like a tree planted.
There is no lovelier place than an Ogier grove.
Oh, sounds like it's pretty.
Stand towering since the age of legends.
Trees be mocking us with their age.
No shadow spawn will enter.
Oh, wow. That's a tree trunk.
The one power. In the steading, there is rest.
Sounds like that's why y'all should be hiding.
It is not the true thing. For us, it has always been the forest.
Oh, that's so simple and beautiful.
Stone to life.
Okay, so there are men and women in this race.
When we sing to the forest, it is much as if the earth itself sings to us.
So they have like their own kind of magic.
Here we at home in the steadings, surrounded by the comforts which offer wisdom and peace. Our beloved groves in sight.
You left.
True adventure calls. Adventure that cannot be found in a book.
Oh.
Adventure that may in fact risk the longing.
But that's such a great... Oh, I love that expression. Adventure that can't be found in a book. If that is not a life lesson right there. It's great to read about amazing things, but even better to experience them. Ah, that was great. That's actually, I think, my favorite one so far. I'm just partial to these Ogiers. I can't help it. That was a lot of information. I'm really, you know what? I have to give it up. These shorts are very short, but they provide a lot of info, actually, which is a great testament to how well that they've been written and crafted and the people working behind it. So now we know it's a whole race, and it sounds like I might be getting this wrong. I know I miss sometimes a few things when I'm, trying to talk through and watch. But it sounds like they were scattered after the breaking of the world. It sounds, I don't know if the steading means that there were like multiple steadings or there was one big steading, but it sounds like there was a bit of scattering of the Ogiers after the breaking, and that for many of them, staying in that setting and in that safe place, which seems like they're forest dwellers, is kind of what they're used to and what makes them happiest. But if they don't have that or don't feel like they have a place to kind of call home, that this longing that they call it can actually lead to their death, which to me, it sounds like longing might potentially be a synonym for depression. But it sounds like there are the Ogiers who just don't follow that suit and they want to go out and see the world and experience it, and they don't necessarily experience the same longing, or they're able to, I guess, go much longer away from home without experiencing it. And it sounds like our boy Loyal is in that category, but it's good to know that's not like regular stuff, because I thought, well, maybe Ogiers just go around to different places and just kind of situate themselves and learn. But it sounds like, yeah, that Loyal is an exception to the rule, which is great, because he did say in the episode that he likes oddities, and he's an oddity himself, it sounds like. So that makes sense that he would want fellow company. But that's good to know. And I love the tale of how the forest, and how he says like there's so much craziness in the world with the source and everything like that, but in the power in the forest everything is still. Like, I love that, because that is such a good metaphor for the forest as well. If you've ever been in old forests, you know that there's just a certain peace and stillness that comes from those places that is really indescribable. You can just tell it's been around for a long time, and you just kind of feel that majesty. And great job with the illustration of standing in the tree trunk with so many rings that it was clearly thousands and thousands of years old. I'm telling you, there's nothing that makes you more centered in this life than realizing that we are nothing compared to a lot of the trees that are standing on this planet, let me tell you. But yeah, I think the other thing that was huge coming out of this is that dude just called a whole, like, fully crafted toy boat out of a tree. The man said, oh yeah, people think that, we covered all these other things. Like, the only thing we want is our trees so we can, what do you say, turn stone to life? Bring stone to life, something like that. But the point is, so I'm thinking that's not the one power then, which means it's not one power. Confusing myself. Maybe I'm completely reading it wrong, but that's the way it kind of came across to me, is that he's saying that they have a different type of magic that they use. And I don't know if they just tell everybody that they do this. Maybe it's just something you only do in the forest, but that's very interesting to know, and obviously going to be super helpful with Loyal joining the group, that if he can do some stuff on his own, especially with some trees and nature and stuff, super valuable. I'm all about elemental magic if that's what we're dealing with right now. But yeah, that was super good. I loved it. I love the story. I love Ogiers. Can I join? Is there like a club? Because I'm in it. I want to be the captain. Okay. A lot more questions as usual. These videos always answer questions for me, but then they also raise so many more. But that's good, because that means they're doing a great job telling the story. So I enjoyed watching this video as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed watching too. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.